Old broken phone. New phone. Old phone. New phone. New phone. Old phone. Old phone. New phone. New. Old. Old. New. 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 Old. Old. Finally got my phone. Now I'm happy. And now for the sad part. Dun da da dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There it goes. Well guys, since I got my new phone here, I'm gonna be pimping it out like how I had my old phone before it broke on me, because all the stuff that I had on there before didn't really work, so this is gonna be fun. Well, hello guys, and I'm sorry I haven't been vlogging much because I've been kind of lazy most of the day, not really doing anything, but right now I'm just gonna go grab my source for odds and ends because because yesterday was Thursday and we had stuffs to do, and I guess I didn't really have the time, so I'm gonna go grab them today and then I'll give them guys to you. And the person in the car in front of me is looking back at me like I'm some kind of retard, looking at a camera and talking to myself. Oh man, this is too funny. But so yeah, I'm gonna go grab my source for odds and ends. Then there's that, and then I'm gonna go home, probably watch a movie. I'll probably watch Heat, because my mom picked up that movie at like a 2-disc combo thing at Wally World. Like it was Heat and Goodfellas. Those are the 2 combo movie DVD thing that she bought. So there's that, and then recently one of my friends who just got into another relationship with a guy. He's already starting to, you know, kind of dish out on me, all because I just made like one simple small comment. Sorry, I had a bug on my arm. One small simple comment about her new pair of skates, and now he's getting all sentido about it. So yeah, I'm not even gonna, you know, start that fire or even anything, go anywhere near that, because it's gonna lead to really bad-ish, I can already tell you. So so yeah. But I'm still looking at the person in front of me for if they're gonna still keep looking back at me because I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, they still are. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye, guys. Success. Okay, guys. So before I forget, I wanted to tell you guys Wednesday that that our comic convention that we have every year, I went last year, that was my first year, and I had to dress up in a bunch of costumes to represent a booth that we were doing, and some of the costumes I had to wear were pretty ridiculous because they had like, because the headpiece was like too big, like for the mascot, so I had to lift my neck up like this the whole time. And one outfit that I was wearing last year, I wore it for 15 minutes. I took the head off, and I went to snap my neck because it was so tight, it went like this. It didn't make that sound, but, you know, imagine like crackling and snapping like all the way, doing a full 360 and it doing that though. But so anyways, I was watching a video on YouTube. I happened to scroll across. I watched it like numerous times before though, but so I was watching it, and I wanted to tell you guys that even though it doesn't start till like June, almost mid-June, I'm going to be going and I'm going to be wearing 2 outfits. But so far, it's only towards the end of March, early April, so I kind of have to get my outfit all sorted out, and in case if like something should come up or something should happen, then you know, have a backup plan though. But just kind of wanted to share that, guys, with you. And yes, I will be bringing this along with me, so I can show you guys all the crazy stuff we have going on at the convention. and maybe get a couple photos and share them with you guys too, if that's possible though. But I wanted to share that, guys, with you. But I might skip on odds and ends because of the time that I have now, though, because one of my friends is bugging me to go to another party. Yeah, I know, another party, and it was the same one who made me take him to and from. Well, not one of them that I know. The other two, other one I know because he's a friend of my friend, because all three of us know each other, and then the other one was a girl, and I met her, and she's kind of cool. But I still don't know the details yet, but my friend who got, so the party that I went to last week was for St. Patrick's Day, and he got so wasted, and he ended up, you know, getting freaky deaky under the sheets, if you know what I mean, in some guy's bedroom who was the owner of the house, and he didn't want that, and he scared the girl, and she actually jumped out the window and ran across an invisible electric dog fence, and she kind of got shocked though, but the whole time it was him and a bunch of thugs, you know, kind of represent like, you know, like they say, you know, like West Side or, you know, 619, you know, stuff like that though. But they were all like threatening each other and, you know, threatening to kick his guy's butt, kick my friend's butt though. But of course, everybody I know there and almost everybody who likes to, you know, kind of pick on him because he got so wasted that night though. But I kind of had my fun with him. What I did to him, it wasn't that bad though, but you know, somebody got a picture of it though, but I thought it was like so freaking hilarious, which was, you know how like in video games, when you kill somebody and you have to go over and then do like the teabag kind of motion? I did that to him. Like he was sleeping on the couch, I hovered over him, like my legs were like this, not like split though, but like this, and then he was directly below me and I did that to him, but he didn't actually feel it because I actually didn't touch him. I was just hovering over him though, but I mean, I made some people laugh and he didn't even feel it or even notice it though, but I thought it was hilarious. But anyway, so that guy, my friend, the one who's, you know, bragging to me right now, he wants me to go to another party that's happening in about almost an hour from now. So that may be the reason why I may not do odds and ends though, but I still might have time to do it. But I figured that with all this footage, if I go, all this footage plus the footage I might get there, might really not be much though. But then again, most of the odds and ends vlogs that I have are, you know, just a couple clips, random stuff, and then you know, segment of odds and ends though. But like I said, I'm not sure. But so I wanted to let you guys know about that, and then like I said before about the comic convention going on in about a couple months from now. But so you guys were, you know, warned in advance though, but if something comes up, I'll let you guys know for odds and ends. I'm just gonna skip out on the party. Well, hello guys, it is that time once again for another edition of odds and... Wait a minute. Is my light... I think it's dimmer than it before, but I don't know. No? My light's normal, so I wonder why everything just seems so dark. I mean, that's why. 'Cause I had sunglasses on. Ah, that's better. Okay. But, I'm sorry about that, guys. But, again, another edition of Odds and Ends, where I read you some really weird news stories from all over the world. And, well, they don't call it Odds and Ends for nothing. So today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories today, and they're all kind of long though, but I hope you guys are going to enjoy them as much as I am. So without further ado, let's get going. Our first story comes out of Germany, where a newborn animal celebrity proved to be a short-lived phenomenon after a cameraman stepped on the tiny earless bunny during a zoo press conference. The Limbach Oberfahn Zoo in eastern Germany's Saxony region was holding the press conference to introduce the world to Till, a 2-week-old earless rabbit. Unfortunately, according to Spiegel Online, the TV cameraman in question didn't spot the tiny bunny, took a step backward, and accidentally crushed him. Quote, he was immediately dead. He didn't suffer, zoo director Uwe Demperwolf told the website. Quote, it was a direct hit. Dempa Wolf said everyone at the zoo was upset and, quote, the cameraman was distraught. Earless rabbits are quite rare, and Spiegel Online speculated that the tiny critter would have been a media sensation in Germany, which was a history of worshipping furry baby animals such as Knut, the polar bear. Till's body has been frozen while zoo officials debate the possibility of having him stuffed. Okay, so let's point this out real fast. A small, tiny, earless bunny, 2 weeks old, this big, maybe smaller, and a guy, cameraman to be exact, holding a big bulky camera and can't see where he's going. Obviously, something is going to happen. Of course, he didn't see where he was going, so I can understand that though, but they should have been more cautious of where the animal was, then that way this wouldn't have happened. But now that they have the body stuffed, or frozen I should say, and they have the possibility of having him stuffed, I question that for 2 reasons. One, if they have him stuffed, are they going to put a little air hose in him and just if he's not crushed enough? And second, if they actually do have him stuffed, then everyone's going to see the bunny and the collateral damage, if it's not too bad though, but how often is it that you guys get to see an earless bunny? And if they don't decide to stuff the body and they just decide to just throw it out, how long do you think they're going to wait until another earless rabbit is born? So, kind of split between that whole decision as to whether they should stuff the body or not. But anyways, moving on to our next story, which comes out of Egypt, where an ultra-conservative member of Egyptian parliament has resigned his seat and his party post after secretly getting a nose job and then lying about it. The government-owned Al Aram weekly reports that Egyptian MP and Anwar el-Bakimi explained his recent facial bandages by telling reporters he had been attacked by masked gunmen on a desert highway between Cairo and Alexandria in early March. According to el-Bakimi, he was robbed, beaten, and left unconscious by the side of the road. Employees at a plastic surgery clinic in Giza, however, told reporters that the newly elected ultra-conservative Islamist politician was getting a nose job on the day of the alleged attack. El-Bakimi allegedly denied the claim and accused doctors of lying. A statement on the party's official Facebook page now confirms the lawmaker resigned after being questioned in the hospital by the head of the Salafist El-Noir party. The Islamic political party has demanded an official apology from el-Bakimi to the party, the parliament, and the hospital's doctors. Okay, dude. This is just as bad about the dude who lied to his old lady about going hiking in the Appalachian Trails. You guys remember that story? Okay, dude. So here's my question to you. Why in the world would you lie about getting a nose job? Is it against Parliament that's like, oh, okay, if you are an elected official for the Egyptian government, you guys cannot have facial reconstruction surgery? Okay, if that was the case, then you shouldn't have gotten the nose job in the first place. But lying and saying you were robbed, beaten, and left unconscious on the side of the road by masked gunmen, and then having hospital, where is it? Getting a nose job on the day of the attack? Yeah, that's not going to work out at all. And then having a statement on Facebook? Yeah, dude. You are screwed if there's proof. So, you should have just went out and said, you should actually, like I said before, if it was against it, then you should have said, okay, is it possible to have a minor reconstruction of a specific body part, mainly my nose? If they still would have said no, then you would have just had to deal with it, alright? Moving on to our next story, which comes out of Australia, where 4 thrill-seeking cocktail guzzlers found a novel and dangerous way to skip out on their check. The Sydney Morning Herald reports 4 men dressed in business suits went to the View de Monde penthouse restaurant atop the Rialto Towers in Melbourne and each ordered a gin-based Negroni cocktail. After downing the cocktails, which cost about $20 a piece, phew, that's a lot, the man walked out onto the restaurant's balcony, locked the doors, and leaped off the 55th floor. Turns out the men were wearing base jumping parachutes underneath their business attire. Quote, I ran from the kitchen into the room and I just saw a flash of them jumping over, and at that stage none of us knew what the hell was going on, the restaurant's owner Shannon Bennett told reporters. Quote, they had cameras on their helmets, so I'm sure we'll all see it on YouTube soon. I hope they are caught. They need to pay their bill. A getaway vehicle was waiting at the bottom of the Rialto Towers to whisk the dine and dash daredevils away. Police are reviewing video from the restaurant, hoping to find the suspects. Okay, why would you skip out on a bill? If you knew that your gin-based Negroni cocktail was going to cost you $20, you should have paid for it, because eventually you might get caught. If your videos, like the restaurant owner said, if your videos end up on YouTube, please find out who you are, you're screwed, and you're going to have to still pay that tab anyway. So, and why would you just wear a parachute outfit underneath? So it's like, oh, okay, down it, and then phew, jump out of the window. But, then again, people are like that. But, anyway, so moving on. Our next story, our last two stories actually, comes out of the United States. This one out of Minnesota, where Eric Lee King, 21, of Columbia Heights, was charged with misdemeanor shoplifting in Dakota County District Court after a police officer caught him trying to smuggle a 19-inch television out of a store in his pants. According to St. Paul Pioneer Press, a police officer spotted King on December 5th in the parking lot of a store in Eagan. King dropped a box of candy and the officer tried to alert him. King allegedly failed to respond to the officer, and the officer noted that King was, quote, walking strangely. The officer drove up to King and honked his horn to get his attention, but King still did not respond. The officer got out of his car and noticed a large rectangular object stuffed down King's pants. The object turned out to be a 19-inch flat-screen television. Also found in King's pants that day, a remote control, power cords, a bottle of brake fluid, and a bottle of Xanax pills without a prescription. In addition to the shoplifting charge, King was also nailed with 5th-degree felony possession of a controlled substance. Okay, dude, you might have gotten away with it if you did two things. Number one, if you listened to the police officer and you picked up your candy bar. Number two, if the rectangular object in your pants wasn't noticeable. If you were wearing stretchy pants, the elastic ones, you might have gotten away with it. But then again, like I say to everybody here who tries to shoplift and get away with it, you won't, because they will find you. They have cameras and they have witnesses, so either way, you guys are SOL. But my question is, how the hell do you get a bottle of Xanax? And our last story comes out of Iowa, where a rural Redfield man was treated for 2 gunshot wounds after he tried unsuccessfully to shoot a raccoon in a cage. According to the Iowa Department of Natural Resources, 68-year-old Larry Goodwin had captured a raccoon in a live trap. For whatever reason, he decided to shoot the animal with a .22 caliber pistol. Fortunately, the raccoon, and unfortunately for Goodwin, the bullet ricocheted off the cage and struck the man in the lower abdomen. Goodwin promptly dropped the pistol, which struck the ground, firing again and hitting Goodwin in roughly the same spot as the first bullet. He was taken to Mercy Medical Center in Des Moines by private vehicle. The DNR say his injuries were not life-threatening. Okay, dude. 22 caliber. Good choice. Bad choice? Karma. Because you tried to shoot the raccoon while it was in the trap. You should have taken it to animal control. That would have been the smart thing. And you shoot it, ricochets, hits you in the lower abdomen. You drop the gun, shoots you in the same spot again, twice. That is called karma. And that is the raccoon getting back at you, in a way, because it was trapped. But like I said, you should have taken it to animal control, and you still would have lived. But, so anyways, guys, that is it for this edition of Odds and Ends, and I hope you guys really enjoy listening to those stories as much as I like reading them to you guys. And I guess I will see you guys next Thursday for another edition, so I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, I didn't see you there. Now this edition of Odds and Ends was brought to you by Gatorade. Is it in you? Because it sure is hell in me. It's floating everywhere. It's going all over my body. I can feel the power inside of me.